Okay. Hopefully everything is working. Oh my god, what a hot mess. This is why when I do a traditional stream, I try and get everything prepared early, because almost always something goes wrong and I don't know why. And I did so many things to fix whatever was wrong with the I don't even know what it was, because something it fixed. We're good. Hello. So one of the millions of things I tried fixed whatever the problem was, hopefully. Fingers knock on wood. So I restarted my computer a million times, I restarted drivers, or ports, USB ports, I uninstalled, reinstalled drivers, I unplugged, replugged things in, I tried different USB ports, we're good. We're good. It's always like, oh, just turn it off and on again, as if that's like, you know, sometimes that's the magical thing, a lot of the time it is, but not always. Alright. Okay. Hopefully everything is good. Anyway, what's new with the House life? I hope this is all, I think I have this all set correctly. Okay. We are good to go, potentially. I have my water here, I'm a little bit low, but we're gonna do what we can. Alright. Goodness gracious. Okay, so today's stream was one of the ideas that I had written down, actually, which was God, I have so much dust here. I need to dust more often. Trying out some Crayola markers that I have that I haven't used. And actually I was debating, there wasn't a debate, I knew which one I wanted to go with first, but we have the what is it? Hold on. It was this one. Which one was that one? Hold on a second. Was that this? Yes. It was this one, and then I actually don't even know where the other one is, so. Hello, Sour, welcome to the stream. Sorry for the belated start. There was something wrong with my, one of something, I don't know, but we're here now. So I have the Collections Edition, which is what we're going to be going through today. Ooh, the limited edition, which is apparently still potentially available for sale, I think. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be going through today, but I also have the neons that I haven't tried yet, and supposedly the glow in the dark, just kidding, glow in blacklight. I don't have blacklight, I don't think, so I don't think we would be able to test that unless I get a blacklight. And then I do still have the water-based hobby tin Crayola markers that, if any of y'all were there for it, I did thought that I bought that before, but it turned out it was the hobby alcohol-based markers edition, which apparently they just recently came out with another alcohol-based markers set. So I'm very behind in terms of Crayola products. I was rewatching that stretch cord bracelet troll. Yes. Yeah. Alright, so I do want to compare. Let's go with my number 3, because it's the, do I have a 4? No, I only have a 3. So I do have the classic bowl set here, and it's labeled number 3 because it's my 3rd set, because the set number 1 is the oldest, and so the markers are more dead. So this is the newest one I have, which I think it should still be fine. I haven't used Crayola markers in a while, so just to compare the limited edition, there's so much. Is this anti-ASMR? But just to compare the limited edition, which I think is the original. These markers have been assembled to celebrate select retired Crayola crayons. So each of the 8 markers represents a color formerly retired from our crayon lineup. Okay, so for some reason I thought that this was like the original colors. I guess it's not. But here's the back. And the colors are so muted. I'm really excited. And actually, the bowl sets, which one? No, not that one. One of these in here. I have my giant, should I show you? Have I showed y'all before my giant thing of Crayola markers? This isn't even all of them, but it's most of them. Doo-doo! So I take out the super tips right here. Here's all my, oop, this way, there we go. All my Crayola stuff. And then one, this one, which I believe is the Target one. I've had this for years. Is it still relevant to do a video comparison? But I believe this is the Target brand. But I mean, oh well. Still have that, still haven't used it. Yeah, so the rest of these are all Crayola. So, oh wait, oh no, one's Crazy Art, which I did do a video on. So if you want to see my opinion on that, go check that out here on YouTube. Yes, I think so, right? Dandelion, was that it? I can't remember, but so these are brand new. I've not even taken them out of the package. I've not opened the package. I've not done anything with these markers. So it'll be a brand new adventure for all of us. Oh, I didn't get my, one second. Let me grab my water brushes. And I believe I refilled most of them. Okay. So let's hope this works. Oh, I guess I should potentially like, should I do anything for like a YouTube video? Be like, oh, hold on, let me turn down the music. It's a bit loud. If I can properly do things. There we go. Okay. I don't know if I should do like a YouTube intro like back in the old days. In case I want to turn this into like a condensed video of like, hey guys, what's going on? Long time no see. Remember me? Remember when I used to make videos? But yeah, so going through Crayola limited edition markers, 8 colors. We have a brown. I'm very excited. But yeah, so we have Blue Blizzard, Raw Umber, Magic Mint, Blue, Violet Blue, Dandelion, Lemon Yellow, Mulberry, and Orange Red. And they're all very muted. Oh, that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get the bold set. Where's my bold set? That's not it, is it? Bitch. Where's my, oh, here it is. So the bold set of colors are a little bit more muted than the regular classic. So. Nina, hey! I know, like, I don't know what's been going on with my computers and technology, whatever, but we're here. We're queer. Yes. Yes. Alright, so let's, fingers crossed. Oh, my life. Okay, there we go. So got the sketchbook out. This is, hold on a second, the XL Canson watercolor, and it is like very desaturated, ashy looking. Don't know why. Let me try turning on a lamp. I was trying to avoid that because I didn't want bright shiny lights in my eyes. Please hold. Oops, sorry. Sorry, anti-ASMR. Sorry. Sorry. Does that help? Please, please hold. Something like that. Okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Like the both of our reactions to the reference to the yes. Yes, exactly. Alright. So I have not cleaned up any of this. So spoilers for the next artwork I'm working on, if you can even like see it. It's so ashy. But there we go. So we'll start on a fresh page here. And it's like a little, maybe go this way. But yes, it's been ages. How are you? What's new? What's up? How's life? Traditional art stream. Everything's tangled. There's so many cords, so many cables. All right, so we are going to be opening the box, and I've not opened it yet, so this is very exciting. Ooh, they look so much more vibrant than the back. The back makes them look really desaturated. Oh, it's like not even white. Oh, this is so cool. It kind of looks like faded paper. Oh, am I even like on? Hold on. Like I'm on frame. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Every day I'm at my new place. New desk and chair, let's go. Organized bookshelves, dope. I know bookshelves are like both the best and the worst. I've done my bookshelf so many times. Is this gonna bother anybody that there's like this thing here? Hopefully not. But these are all the colors. Very interesting. There's like, I wonder if they did this on purpose? But it looks like faded, kind of like, here, let me zoom in. Oh god, this like squiggles of the lines. Can you see that? It's almost kind of like it's been loved, you know, like the paper of the crayon. There's a texture, like a paper, grungy sort of texture. I have no idea if that was on purpose or not, but it's on literally all of them. It's almost kind of cool, actually, not gonna lie. I kind of like that. It makes them look like loved crayons. They've been around. God, this yellow is so neon. Does that even come off? It's so much more in real life than it's showing up on camera. Not gonna lie. Okay, actually let me stay zoomed in. Sorry for like the lines. I don't know what's going on. Like all the little all that. Ah! Look at all that. You guys see that? I have no idea how to fix that. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I tried so many things this morning. I thought this is the best you're gonna get from me. Come on, there we go. Okay. Bookshelves are top priority, yes. RDMS. Waiting for organization. Should we swatch these first, or should we swatch the original broad classic colors? Because let's just take out the ones that match to compare. So we have a brown. There's the, oh, look at that! Oh, delicious. I love those two next to each other. Then we have the red. And then, I guess that's the orange. Look at the difference. The yellows. Oh my god, this is already becoming like such a pretty gradient. And we have green, blue. Okay, hold on a second. That's supposed to be purple, right? So we're basically, so the classic set has a black and a gray too. So I guess we're doing this, green, blue, and this is mulberry. I guess that's the pink. I'm running out of room here. Hold on a second. Let me rotate, rotate, pink, purple. There's all the colors to compare. So the white ones are the classic set, and then the ashy tan ones are the classic, or sorry, not the classic, the limited edition. Some of the shelves can't sit. Oh my god, I have some books that won't fit on my bookshelf too. It drives me nuts. So these are all shelves in my office. When I get those small acrylic shelves, have 2 rows of sketchbooks. Ooh. Yes, a wall without shelves is naked. That reminds me, I went to go visit my grandfather when I went to see my parents. He's at like a old folks living home. And my mom was like, oh, do you want to go see the library? Because she knew I would probably want to go see their library that they have there. So I was pretty excited. I was looking forward to it. I was like, oh my god, it's going to probably like have such classic vibes, you know, old school library feeling. And it was like a build up. So we had dinner first, we're doing the tour, and it's building up to go into the library. I walk in. It was the saddest looking library. I'm like, because they were saying like, oh, nobody goes to the library. It's not a popular thing at this old folks home. And I was like, why wouldn't it be popular? Books are awesome. And we get there and I'm like, oh, this is why it's not popular. And like my mom was like, when I was explaining this later, she's like, because I didn't want to say it in front of them, because I'm like, that's their library, they're stuck with it. So I explained to my mom later, I was like, it's not because of the lack of books. There were quite a few books. A lot of them were older books, so there weren't too many like new releases that I saw. A lot of reference material. They had a lot of just books that were just references. But like there was just 2 shelves and like 2 computers and 1 chair. And the whole room was like empty. I'm like, what am I looking at? There was so much empty space. Like more than half the room was empty. I'm like, bro, they had bookshelves that were on top of like open drawers. I don't know what you call them, but just drawers that open, and then there's more books inside. But they're like all old folks. Half of them are in wheelchairs. That's a very inconvenient thing to have to bend over or bend your knees to open the door and then try and dig through what you want. Put another set of bookshelves up, take out all those books, put them on bookshelves, fill the whole thing with bookshelves. There was room for like 10 more bookshelves. And it was just empty. I'm like, this is the saddest library I've ever been to. And like, it wasn't even decorated. There was nothing. I'm like, oh my god, it's awful. Hey sir, welcome to the stream. I can't wait to have my computer set up. Yes. Somehow my water ended up like so far away. Okay, so I guess let's. Oh, did we even make a decision? Do we want to swatch the classic set first, or do we want to swatch the collector's set? What do we want to do? God, these colors are super pretty. I hope they swatch very pretty. What do we want to see? Do we want to build up to the collector's edition? Do we want to swatch the classic first, or do we want to just dive into it and see the new colors, the new old colors? A Lego set, nice. 2 centimeters taller, no! That sucks. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, well if nobody has opinion, I guess we'll... Oh, okay, the retired return colors. Okay, so we'll start with that. And I'll go in the order that it came in, just because they kind of put it already in kind of a rainbow order. So let's go with this. And we will start with Raw Umber. Ooh, ooh. Just trying to make sure y'all can see. Okay, here we go. First time swatching. Wow. That's light. Hold on. That does not look the same. It's a pretty brown. I can already get the feeling that I'm not going to like these markers. If y'all remember the skin tone set, where is it? This one? Their multicultural set. This already feels like it uses the same ink properties. That has me a little bit worried. I'm worried it's not going to work very well. That was one of my concerns. The classic set, I don't know why, but it's always just perfect. Perfect amount of ink, perfect blending, perfect everything. And then other sets are just so hit or miss. Except the bold set is pretty much almost just as good. The one I have at least. Oh, it's a raw umber, but yes, it does look very, at least it matches the cap pretty well. It doesn't match the back of the box, but it matches the cap. So that's just interesting. Okay, it's still desaturated, which is still what I was curious about. So let's go for the next color. We have orange red. Here's the marker. Orange red. And I guess I'll do it this way. Oops, I kind of layered there a little bit. That's not really giving orange red. I don't know if I would have named this orange red. This looks very like a pinky red, not an orange red. Okay. Oh no, I'm having feelings. It's a light red, yeah. Okay, okay, hold on. We're still going. We're still going. Next one, dandelion. Here we go. Dandelion. This is not what I was expecting. Okay, I was expecting something a little bit more orange. but this is fine. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. This is interesting because this is gonna be lemon yellow. Y'all, this is weird. This feels weird. Okay. We're going. Lemon yellow. Okay. I kind of like this one. Actually, you know what? This color palette? Really autumny if it had an orange. If this was more red-orange. Or I'm sorry, orange-red. This would be very autumny vibes. This is, the cap looks nothing. It doesn't show up on stream, but this is like the most neon highlighter yellow color cap on this marker. This looks nothing like the cap. It looks much closer on stream. In person, 1,000 times different. Okay, I do like this yellow. That's a nice yellow. But like, yeah. What's the due date? I think I have it the end of August. Being used for my height? Wonders, yes, I'm a little concerned. Looks a little pale, not as pale as I feared. Yes, I agree. I'm a little, I think the red so far has been the most disappointing, not gonna lie. Yeah. The brown, I wish it's a nice brown. I wish it was a little more. I wish it, you know, they could have had more. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, cute. All right, next up, Magic Mint. Cute name, Magic Mint. All right, I'm gonna scoot over so we have opportunities to compare with the classic set. Okay, I like this one. This one's cute. It actually does give off Magic Mint. Can I like maybe zoom in a little bit more? Hold on. There we go. It's kind of, it looks cute. I feel like it looks cuter in person than it does on stream. But that's not bad. I like that one. Okay, so far, it's really the red. I think I was also kind of hoping for more orangey here just to compare. The colors really don't, like that's, okay. Come on now. Oh, that's not on stream. Like that's, come on. That's not the same at all. None of these really, this is probably the closest, honestly. This is a little bit more orange and a little bit more bold than this, but that one's probably the closest so far. Raw umber, absolutely not. I'm sorry, completely not the same. The lemon yellow, this looks more green, to be honest. And like obviously more bold. This is very, very light. Not that. And then for the green, this is a little bit more blue and a little darker than this one. But yeah. Yeah, more like raw beige. Okay, next one, Blizzard Blue. The cap is cute, so let's see what we get. Okay, that's kind of literally what I was expecting after the mint, the Magic Mint. It's cute. Okay. I'm not offended at these two, but I don't know how well they mesh with the rest, but we'll see. Next, Mulberry. So, since nothing has really matched the back, actually the Blizzard Blue is pretty close. I'm curious what this one's gonna turn into. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. These are not what I was expecting. These look so bold, so desaturated, so rich. And then you swatch them and it's like, girl, where did the color go? What is happening? This is very much closer to like a plum, I feel like. Like I guess mulberry's fine, but it's like so much more bold. There's so much more. Okay. Okay, last color is violet blue. And let's see if this is actually a violet blue, unlike the orange red, which was definitely not an orange red. Goodness. Okay, here we go. Yeah, violet blue, that's fair. But it's just not as rich as I was expecting. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna be sponsoring the stream, but they'll never sponsor me. I do, like, I swear. Like, that's not gonna, they're not gonna want kids to watch that. It's already there, no way. That's cool. But like, look at how, like, I don't know what words other to use than, like, rich, bold, just, it really grabs your attention. What am I looking at? I'm sorry, I don't know what, maybe let me, like, move the light a little. I don't know if that helps, like, it's just not what I was expecting. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad. It's like on here, like even the cap colors on the front here look completely different than the cap. Oh, sorry for the glare. Look completely different than the caps in real life. Like the colors on the box are so much prettier that they look retired. These markers definitely look retired. I am so sad. It's like, okay, so these four colors go together pretty well. I would have liked this to have been more orange. These four colors are very like mermaidy, you know, they go together decent. But then like the two groups together, I don't see it. I'm not understanding. So that's also throwing me. Like the color, what do they call it in makeup? Like the color story, I think, right? It's just, it's not mermaids and beaches. Yeah, kinda. I mean, I feel like this is the first time I'm gonna say like I want a different color aside from, usually my ask I think is brown. And usually there's like two greens. I want an orange. Which I guess is kind of like a brown, it's like a light brown. Ew, an air mattress. Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're getting, hopefully a bed soon. Yes. Ooh, yes, pinboard, that's exciting. Alright, so I'm a little, I have feelings. Alright, so now I'm gonna swatch, the classic set next to their colors. So this is just brown. Oh my god, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, it doesn't come off on stream. It looks so crazy. There we go, that's a little bit better. What the fuck? What am I looking at? That's nuts. Like, it's, okay, don't get me wrong. It's still a really nice, decent, okay, brown. But like once we'll play with water later, because I'm curious to see if I can get this brown from this brown. Or just like close to it. But I know that the red's gonna be like, okay, here we go. Here's red. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This is coming off more red orange on, or orange red on stream than this one. But in real life, this isn't as red orange as it is on stream. But that's super funny. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know what to do because there's two yellows and there's not an orange. So I guess I'm putting away the orange. Like, I don't need to swatch the orange. There's no orange. So I guess I'll just put the yellow in between these two. Oh, you already have it. Oh, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. This is the guy just not to worry about. Alright, so I'm swatching just the one yellow because there's no orange. I'll put it right here. And you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not. The dandelion, this one, is a nice yellow. So you have, it's basically just you have a warm yellow and a cold yellow, a cool yellow, and then this. A very just like add water yellow. So for these two, this is nice because then it gives you a little bit more flexibility. So I kind of like the dandelion because normally with my previous Crayola marker projects, like I've only had this yellow pretty much. So having a warm yellow option really changes like the feeling and vibe of an artwork that you would make. So I like that. I'm happy with this. Just on the smell. Yeah. Okay. Here's green. I know green's gonna be nuts. The rest of these are probably gonna be nuts. It's not a surprise. Oop, I'm not surprised at all. Actually, you know what? It kind of just looks like the same green, just add water. I mean, it saves you the time, I guess, so you don't have to add water. An accurate description of the yellow. Yes. So here's the blue, which is going to be a completely different blue, but I don't. This okay. So. Oh, oops, my blue's kind of dying. Sorry about that. It's the only blue I got, so it's a little bit wonky. That's my bad. Not representative of the normal blue. I wonder if my 2 is any better. I'm gonna try my 2. Number 2 blue. Yeah, that's better. Okay, go with the bottom one. And number 2 blue was better. My B. Add water. Yes, we'll do water in a little bit. I just wanted to swatch first. God, the blue in the Crayola is so nice. Okay, next up, pink. I'm okay with that. It's kind of like a similar thing with the yellow. You just have like a slightly different color option. No comment, really. Alright, purple. Here we go. I don't know if I have much of a comment here either, because it's kind of just like you have one that's more blue. Honestly, I think that the red and the brown are probably my biggest disappointments so far. Oop, eyelash. You didn't see that. Looks more like watermelon. Yeah, it does. All right, time for water. So I want to try adding water to, let me get a brush. Let's do this brush, I think has enough water. Yep, okay. Pink looks more like the red. Yeah. All right, let's go. So you get a warmer brown. So this the oh shit, what was it called again? The raw umber. Oh, I didn't get a, hold on, let me get a tissue. Oops, sorry, hit the desk. God, it just blends out so smooth. Isn't that so nice? I can't get over the classic set. So this one, oh god, this is what I feared. This is what I feared. There's like this weird coloration. I'm not sure if it's gonna come across on stream. There's like a, it's like changing colors a little bit when I add the water. You don't really see it on stream. That's weird. Okay, so that, nothing beats the classic set. Nothing. That's pretty close, honestly. The add water red to that one. Now let's try this one. I have to reach in and grab a little bit more yellow here. It's so light. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought. So this is just a warmer version of that. So I have a feeling if I add water here, I'm just gonna get the lemon yellow, which is disappointing. I mean, I guess it's like representative. I mean, it's basically the same color, really. Reveals. Yeah, the brown did not want to do so much, but now that it's kind of settled in, it's okay. There's like this weird discoloration though, like the pigments that they use to make the colors like broke apart once I added the water. I don't know how obvious it is. Zoom in a little bit more, but hold on, put that there so it has something to focus on. There we go. But it's almost like a reddish color. I don't think it comes across on the stream, but there's like this reddishness there. Almost like the colors sort of split apart. Disappointed on the lemon yellow, for sure. I mean, hold on, let me read the back of the box. It was just, each of the 8 colors represents a color formerly retired from our crayon lineup. So they could have picked probably from a different, like they had options. Like for children, you have a light yellow and a dark yellow. So that can be nice for shading. For an adult who understands you can add water, it's a redundant color. So that's a little disappointing. Alrighty. I didn't do the red yet, so let's do that. But the dandelion blended out not too bad. The raw, ugh. Okay, the red. But to be fair, this red was a little bit poopy at first too, but this one's tearing up the paper. Oh my god. How are you tearing up the paper? I just started. Okay, this red needs to go in the trash. So far, I do not like the red, for sure. Oh, let me zoom back out a little bit. But, I mean, exact same color. Exact same. I'm so sad. I was so excited for this set. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna save it for stream. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna do some really cool drawing. I already picked out the reference photo. It's gonna be an autumn piece. And I was expecting to have an orange. I don't have an orange to work with. I mean, they're drawing smooth, which is nice. That's a good sign. I don't know what they do with the formula for the look at this, just you know, not like bad, it's just like melting. I shouldn't have made that sound, but it's like melting. It's beautiful and delicious, and I love it. Like nothing can beat the classic set. I swear to God. Okay, let's bring this up, maybe, I guess. This one's okay, but it's already so light that like it can kind of hide any like imperfections with the dissolving. Can I get lighter than that? Actually, let's go lighter. Alright, so I think this one leans more blue and this one more yellow. So you kind of have two different greens, really. Like if this was a bolder green, it would be more warm than this one. So that could be nice to have a little bit of variety. I'm not really going to bother with that one because that one got messed up, so let's just do this one. Uh-oh. Oh no. This one's pretty close. Spreading it out more. Spread it out. Yep, I got it. I got there. We have the exact same blue. Houston, we have achieved the same blue. Alright, let's see. This one's not going too bad. You can get a pretty nice, like, sky from that. Like a really light blue sky. Oh, it's so smooth. Look at that. haven't used Crayola markers in a while, so I'm not. I have forgotten how amazing they are. That's so smooth. All right. So this one, I'm not super offended, even though you can get that with this. Just because it could save you some time. Could be a time saver. I mean, I'm like trying to think of how, who am I talking to? Like, what's the audience that I'm critiquing this for? And so I feel like it's someone who's like me, right? Like they're trying to see, is this something that's worth adding to their set for a wider variety of colors, or for using as a set on its own? Like I've done that before with the bold set where I made that chicken, and just try to utilize the limited palette from that. It sucks that the yellow is redundant, because then that you're wasting money on a marker that you don't need to use. So in that sense, that sucks. If you already have the classic set, the reds are really, really close. Like if I went lighter with this red, I could basically get that. The blues, this is just a lighter version of the classic blue. These are slightly different greens. These are slightly different browns aside from the value. Obviously this one being darker. I would say the yellow, the dandelion seems to be like the main draw. It's a nice yellow. I know that I was upset at first when I first saw it, but that's because I was expecting more like an orange. I guess I was expecting a rainbow in my head. I don't know why. But so far, dandelion, favorite. That's worth it. But the rest of these colors, I'm kind of like... But I mean, okay, so let's get to the pink, because these are like the two markers that are like different. So here's the pink. This is the classic pink. Right. And then we have the mulberry, I think it's called. Actually, this one's dissolving nicer than the pink. Wow, that's impressive. That, like, the line disappeared, basically. It's barely there. Okay, okay. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Alright. Purple. Not much to say. Purple. Alright, and this one was the violet blue. Interesting that these two colors dissolve really nicely. Okay. So I would say I'm probably more of a fan of the violet blue just because it's more significantly different. These are still kind of close-ish. This is a little bit more desaturated than the pink, but it's not like a massive jump. It's still nice though. It dissolved really nicely. They all dried actually really nice and flat. So I would say it's not as bad as the multicultural skin tone set markers. I'm underwhelmed and I feel bad because I was really hopeful. I was like excited. BRB got you some water? Good. Get some water. Me too. I need to drink water. I always get so hot when I stream. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit. We can see the swatch as a whole. How's the chat feeling about this? I feel like I've been pretty negative. I feel bad. So I mean the mulberry's fine. It's fine. So actually let me write down, where's my pencil? So we have the, I'll just label it as LE, limited edition. LE, LE, and this is classic. Classic. Did I get anything on me? I did. It's that blue. I don't know what happened to that blue. It like exploded. I hope that's not mold. It looks like gold. That's weird. I'm gonna leave that capped. My experience with markers, I'm just believing you uncritically. color variety, if you want to add this to your collection for a wider variety of colors, I say skip it. It's not worth it. The bold set, the bright set, the tropical set, the skin tone, the new skin tone set, not the multicultural, the massive one, this one, Colors of the World. What else is there? Am I forgetting any? Let me go through my collection. Oh, you don't need the bold and bright, that's just a repeat. Yeah, so I would just say the bold, the tropical, and the bright. Like, that would add actual variety to your color range of Crayola markers for like the 0 people who follow me for that. Alright, what other experiments shall we do? We can try blending them together. Let's do that. So let's take, what colors? I guess we can try the red and brown and see how those go together. I'm not going to be using any water, I'm just going to be using raw marker. So just scoochy, 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 scoochy. Alright, so let's see how they handle. Oh, I need to do layering too. We need to see like how layers work. When I was visiting my parents and I was seeing my niece and nephews, niece and nephews. My niece is apparently very into drawing, and she uses Crayola markers and she takes the cap off and she puts the cap back on by herself. She's not yet 2, so it's really cute. She's very passionate. Hold on, got a little gunk on the marker. Passionate about these markers is fun in itself. I think I'm like the only person who gets the shit. I'm like, the latest Crayola markers. Well, now I'm behind. Now they have new alcohol-based markers. I haven't reviewed those. I don't even have them. I tried looking up local stores. I probably had to buy them online. And I need to go through these first, okay? But that's that. So where were the good ones? Let's do mulberry and blue violet, because the brown and the red were kind of the ones. So let's try. Actually, let's do water first. Do the same thing, but then add water. So no water. And then we'll have water. I mean, so far they glide over the previous layer, which is kind of nice feeling. So I'm a little less concerned now for the layering. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Y'all didn't really want to lead for me. Okay. Alright. Mulberry, blue violet. These ones perform better in the melting department. So let's do these two. Oop. I felt a little scritchy scratch there. Oh, I'm getting paper. I got paper on that. Ugh. Uh-oh. Alright, so that was no water. Let's do another with water. That's kind of interesting. Like, I feel like the brown and the red layered a little bit nicer. This is getting gunky. I got paper again. I'm so confused. Why are they all behaving differently? Look at all that paper. I don't know if it comes across on stream, but that's a lot of paper bits that are coming up here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, this one is a hot mess. That's interesting. So by themselves, the red and the brown, I feel like didn't blend out as nice as the mulberry and the blue violet, but then when blending those two colors together, these performed better than these. Huh? What? Okay, so let's, I guess for layer test, let's do the brown and then the blue violet. Alright, so here's one layer. Okay. Layer number 2. Okay. Layer number 3. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, we're getting paper. We're getting paper, folks. Layer number 4. Yeah, it's not gonna want to do more than 4. We're probably capped at 4. Alright, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next one. This is the violet blue. 1 layer. Layer number 2. Layer number 3. Layer number 4. Yeah, that's definitely, ugh, gross. Okay, get that off. That one was definitely worse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back, Nina. Oh, just to catch you up, we're having like weird stuff happen. So the red and the brown, like they didn't blend out as nicely as the mulberry and the, what was it, violet blue or blue violet? Violet blue. It's weird for me to say. But they seem to work better layering and blending than the mulberry and violet blue. And they also layered a little bit nicer. These still don't layer great, but I don't think the classics layer super wonderfully too. What color? Actually, I'll use the blue. Oh no, the blue's messed up. I was thinking I could clean out the blue. I guess we'll do the purple. Oh, you know what? We'll do the brown, because the brown's gonna be like, oh. Alright, so here's classic brown, if it's not obvious. 1 layer. Oh god, very shiny. 1 layer. Okay. Layer number 2. 0 problems. Trying to give it like a second to dry. Number 3. Felt a little. Number 4. There was nothing! What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I got nothing from that. I feel like I've had trouble layering before. Let me pick a different color. Let's try red. Wow, that was smooth and delicious. Let's try red. I'm just gonna put red on top of red in the same spot. Oh, here we go. Started to get paper. Okay. That took a while. Try purple. Like it really just glides, and then once it builds up enough, then it starts to get some friction, and then you get, oh, there's paper. Ooh, yes. It's really tight, doubled up. Nice. I mean, that could be good, you know, potentially. Alright, so let me try. I am concerned this is gonna gunk up really fast. It's already there. Oh my god, that was like 2 seconds. The white paper off again. Gross. Wow. Okay. What was, I guess we'll do the brown. Okay. Yeah, this one is already going. Yep, there it goes. Can I zoom in a little bit so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about? You see in the center, it's like kind of globby. That's what I'm talking about. God, I can't get over just how smooth this is. It's so smooth. Alright, so here's zooming out. Here's what we got so far. Let me put it in focus. And then let me lift it a little bit so there's less glare. Alright, what else should we try? I mean, now that this is dry, it looks a little bit better. I think it looks a little bit worse on camera than it does in person. But it's not like the worst thing. Some of the patchiness is a little bit by fault, but like over here, I think I picked up too much marker, but... Alright, what other tests before we go to an artwork that I've picked out? We're gonna have to make an orange, because it didn't come with an orange. Also, it's been an hour, so everybody drink water. Oh, almost out of water. I'm trying to think, do I have other, this sketchbook's kind of old, so I might actually have other tests in here. Let's do a quick flip through. What do we got? Stuff from 2022. Look at all these old Crayola artworks. Oh, when we remember that? Remember when we did, God, it's so desaturated on stream. I don't know why. Oh, if I go, there we go. That looks a bit closer. Maybe I have the lamp too high. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just the lighting. I think it's just the lighting. The spray paint thing. Did I not do any other stuff in here? Oh, here we go. This was when I was testing Tombow versus Crayola. So we did just straight marker blend, added water. Oh, we did complementary colors. Oh, and it came with a blending marker. We don't have that. Oh, and then just trying to see if it will, how well it'll disappear and dissolve with water. It kind of did that. There's our layer test. So Tombow definitely performed better in terms of layering than I have here. We can do complementary colors. Anything else? What else do I got? I do have a washi lean in here I have to hide. I'm like trying to remember what page it's on. Oh, okay, it's that page. I gotta do that one. There we go. No spoilers. Alright, we can do a complementary color. My current unfinished sketchbook is from 2023. Yeah, I've definitely slowed down when it comes to the arting. Alright, so down here, let's pick... we can do the blue, or the violet blue. I can't say violet blue. I have to say blue violet. And then the dandelion, I guess. We'll do these two. Alright, zoom back in. Up here, and then focus. Perfect. Alright. I don't think I needed to make it that long, but... Well, right off the bat, that's like just one layer. That's not that bad. Let's move it up a little bit over here. Get off that stain. There's only so much I can really blend before it starts getting goopy. So let's just add water to this. Well, that's not too bad. I'm gonna have to take off some ink there. It's very papery. There's so much little paper bits. Alright, well, I can't take off the paper bits till it's dried, but there we go. I'm curious now how the blending is gonna go when I do the artwork, because like if you do have issues with paper bits, I find that it can help to have the drawing dry more thoroughly and then do a layer on top. That can sometimes help. I had that issue with Tombow markers, if I remember correctly. The layer perfectly. And then just waiting longer in between helped with that. Get off that. Oh, okay, well that's stuck there now. Okay. I mean, aside from tearing up the paper, that wasn't too bad. It looks better in person. Alright, we have all this space down here. Should I just do the drawing here and make it really skinny? We can do that. Let's do it this way so that I don't get my hand. I'm right-handed. And I'll zoom out a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. Alrighty then. And we're gonna do a fall picture because I'm excited for fall and I thought this was gonna give more fall vibes than it ended up giving. It does give more beachy vibes. I probably should have picked a beach, but now I'm gonna go for the challenge of getting a fall picture. With my lack of orange! Okay. Let me get my colors organized here. They're all out of order. There we go. And then, how do I want to start this? Let's start by actually adding in a border, a frame. We're gonna kind of go a little bit small today. It's gonna be squished. We're gonna squish it in. So how's everybody's weekend going? Going good. I was watching found a YouTube channel that talks about foraging. I've never really looked into the topic before, but it was kind of interesting to hear this guy talk about it. And I was like, now I kind of want to look up, because I've always wanted to know like what plants are around me, so I'm not like terrified of like touching anything. Because I know like a lot of it's gonna be fine, but you know, I don't know what's on there. I don't know what it's gonna do to me, you know? It could hurt me. Busy. Long for a free weekend. Oh no. But yeah, so I was trying to find field guides for plants that are not foraging and not about the stuff being edible. Like, I just want to know what stuff is. Like, if I look at something, I would like to know. Oh, it's a dandelion. You could eat those. But there's another plant that looks just like a dandelion that's like deadly poisonous. So that's what I was trying to look into. I went to the library and I was looking around for what books they have, and most of them, pretty much all of them except for like one, was about the edibility of the plants. And I'm like, I don't want to eat them. I just want to look at them. What are you? Because there's a lot of plants around us and they're all different and I don't know what any of them are. And they're all very scary. So I want to know, like, is it okay if I accidentally like brush my leg against it? Like, am I gonna die? Because I didn't know, but like apparently poison ivy can stay poisonous even after it dies. And it's like, girl, excuse you? Like, if you touch a dead poison ivy plant, you'll get like the same amount of toxin kind of thing. And I'm like, it needs to die. And if you like cut it up or something, or like particles of it get in the wind, like it spreads the poison in the wind. I'm like, this is not fair. One is the poison and one is the snack. I was right on one of them. He did a test at the beginning of the video. I got the other ones wrong, but I got one of them right, and I was very proud of myself because the plant was like a green stalk, but it had speckles of like this kind of dark purpley brown color, and I was like, that's poisonous. And I was right. I'm like, no good plant has like danger symbols like that, okay? I mean, so a lot of bad plants don't have them either, but that one, okay? The oil that's itchy, yes. And then I also saw, this was years ago, I saw a video about these guys who were just explaining about this one berry that is, I think it's deadly. I know it's like it's not good to get on you because like it causes intense irritation, and I think you die if you eat the berry. But it was nuts because they found the berry and then they cut it open and there was macroscopic needles. You could visually see them with your eye without a microscope. And I'm like, that's awful. Why would nature invent that? I don't think we needed that. Like, did we need that? I don't think so. But they decided to test it by putting some of it on their skin and immediately they were like dying and I'm like, why would you do that? It's like that guy who did the scale. I want to make the pen smaller. The scale for how painful bug bites are. Have y'all heard of that? That was nuts. This guy, I swear, it's men who just do this stuff. He tried to make a scale of how painful bug bites are. So he ran around and purposely got himself bit by like every bug on the planet. And then would rank them on a scale of like 1 to 4. And then describe the pain for each of them. And then the worst one was, unsurprisingly, the bullet ant. I think that's what it's called, right? The one in Africa? The massive one. That's like, a nest of them can kill you. The dead animal makes great fertilizer for baby plants. But like, that's nuts. But yeah, so he had like a scale of like 1 to 4, but then the bullet ant was off the charts. It was like off the scale. I'm like, I'm sorry, I need a different hobby. I can't. I'm not gonna do that. That's not for me. No, thank you. I will live without doing that. I'm just gonna add a bush because I don't feel like doing the perspective here, so we're just gonna put a bush. And then another tree. We're gonna move the tree. Because I don't want to do perspective. We're not here for perspective today, okay? We're here for orange. There's a bunch of leaves on the ground. I'm just doing this to remind myself. Anyway, I want to know what plants are. That was the point of my story. It's wild though, because the video that I was watching, the guy was talking about how common it is for plants to, like the good plant to grow next to the bad version of it. So they look very, very similar. And he says they often grow next to each other. And I'm like, that should be illegal. Who allows that? That's unacceptable. I don't agree. We need to fire whoever proposed that. It's so cruel of nature to do that. I don't know if I want to go so far as like mushrooms yet. Mushrooms are scary, okay? They're cute, but they're also scary. So, I don't know. I'm not there yet. I just want to start with plants and like maybe flowers. And people are like, oh, what's your favorite flower? I don't know. I just picked the first one that comes to my mind. I don't think about flowers too much. What about y'all? What's your favorite flower? They're all kind of nice in their own way. There we go. I think that's good enough. Lilac bunches, that's pretty. I almost did a flower for today, believe it or not. Which is funny because the flower I was looking at is like this exact color. But I was like, I want to do fall because we're gonna have this nice gradient of like browns and reds and oranges and yellows. And that didn't happen. I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking roses. I know that's like, I was thinking that too. Like, roses are pretty nice, but then like, I feel like people would just shit on you for that. Like, everybody likes roses. It's like, no, not everybody does like roses, okay? But yeah, roses are nice. And they're actually really fun to draw. So, they've got that going for them. trees. This dissolved kind of nice, so we'll see how this goes. Experiment. I do have a favorite tree though. And everyone always thinks that that's weird. Like, why would you have a favorite tree? Like, nobody asked that. Check where they grow. Yeah, my favorite tree is a willow. But really, like, most trees are nice. So, like, ever since I was a kid, it was a willow. And then, like, but it was also in part because that was my favorite firework. So if y'all are familiar with the different kinds of fireworks. It's not an obscure topic at all. What are you talking about? But the willow fireworks are so pretty. I'm not into fireworks. They're very loud and annoying and spontaneous, so I don't love that. But if I were to visually see them, the willow firework is my favorite, for sure. Birches, yes! Ah, birch trees are so pretty. I should draw them more. I did that one picture with them. I should do more. I want to do more. They're so nice. I feel like I put down a little bit too much marker for how light of a blue I wanted, but that's fine. We're going bold today. Birch bark is fine. Yes. I would say for a tree that I don't like, I don't really like the sponge tree, or the cork tree. Is that what it's called? It looks a little bit spongy, which is why I thought it was sponge. But it makes me uncomfortable to look at it. That's all. That's the only reason. My mom is actually a big fan of cork trees. But I don't know. I don't like I'm not somebody who has that phobia of holes. But I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, apple trees. Yes. I love their flowers. I don't know if I know it off the top of my head. I have to look it up. Let's see. Apple tree flowers. Apple tree flowers. Oh! Okay, yes. They are very pretty. Yes. There's so many good ones. For sure, for sure. Alright. Good enough for the sky there. So this part kind of makes my life a little bit easier having the lemon yellow. So I can just come in directly with the marker and not have to worry about it being too dark. So like that part's nice, I guess, but I mean you can still do something similar by just having plastic off to the side and then just having your dandelion and just kind of painting it in. But if you want to do like a straight marker thing, I guess the lemon yellow's nice. Briefly in the spring. I have such a black thumb. Like very much the opposite of green thumb. It makes me so sad. I tried to grow several foods. I was so close with watermelon. I got it to flower. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, it's happening. We're making it work. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. And then moth caterpillars ate the entire thing. I was devastated. I was so devastated. Oh man. Like, why would you do this to me? Fucking bastards. And then I tried to do peas several times. And none of those times did it work. It always kept dying. Did it die from? I think it died from the bottom up, which would suggest root rot. But then I would try a bunch of different ways to like water it less or like just do something different, and it kept dying. Like everything I did, it kept dying. And I was so sad. And then I tried, what are they called? Bell peppers. I did bell peppers one time, and I actually got a pepper. I did. It was small. I think it was like maybe like that big. But I mean, that's like a decent size. It was still like a decent size. And it was like not kind of the same flavor as like ones you buy from the store. But I was still excited. I got a second one that was like significantly smaller, and I don't think we ever ended up eating it actually. But then it died right after that. So I got like 1.5. Oh, a Venus flytrap. I've heard that's difficult. Good luck. Succulents. I've heard succulents are easy. We do have one succulent that's been around with us for forever. However, there's a whole story with that succulent because we got it from a friend of Alexander's who had it. Okay. How do I describe this? The liquid medicines that you get for like cold medicines, the caps for you to measure out your medicine, right? He had it in that with a tiny bit of sand at the bottom. It was like, why would you put it in those conditions? But it was still like alive, but it was like, you know, not the best. But he was moving and he's like, can you take care of my plant? And then I'll come back and get it. Okay. So we take the plant, and like initially we kept it in there for a little while, to be honest, but then we eventually move it and transplant it into like a more fitting size pot for it. And it started to grow, and it was like the hardiest plant we've ever had. I think whatever this guy did to this plant, it just in its DNA, it was like, I need to do everything I can to survive. So it's been hit with drought, with extreme heat, with cold, with a lot of water, and it's been completely fine, unfazed. It's nuts. And it did become a mother, and it had children. And then in the process of repotting it a couple times, I've lost track of the mother and like which is the mom and which is the children. So now there's just a bunch of kids. Maybe the mom left, I don't know, but so nothing's died really of it. It's big now. Well, big for a succulent. But every other plant I've had has not worked out. I'm so sad. But that one has. This one is like the survivor. But cactuses, I've heard cactuses can be tough if you grow from seed. If you grow from seed, I've heard that they can be tough. Bucket tomatoes are doing okay. I've heard tomatoes can do pretty well. Like my mom does tomatoes, and she does cucumbers. And she's had a lot of luck. Actually, cucumbers, she's had too much luck. From what I've heard. She's like, oh no, please help. Send help, is my mom. Trying to propagate one of my parents' succulents. Like that in a bottle cap. Well, if you start it that way, that's okay. But it's just like, you don't leave it in there. Bracelet complete, let's go. I want to do more today, for sure. Maybe after I do the line art for the thing. I'm so lazy about it though. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do just bracelets today. Hold on, catching up. Put one of the kids in there. It's surprised he's still alive. Nice. I mean, I was having so much fun. I was wearing actually the jewelry that I made recently. So here's a necklace that I made recently, and I wore it yesterday and the day before. And then I have the matching bracelet and anklet. And the anklet stayed on. My mom was worried it was going to come off, so here's the bracelet. Oh, wait, hold on. It goes this way. There's, I guess it can go either way, it doesn't matter. And then, the anklet, which Sour came in such clutch for suggesting the anklet, thank you. But it so far it has stayed on. And I've been moving around, I've been going about places, and my mom was concerned that this clasp wouldn't work for the anklet, but so far it's been fine. No issues. I'm so powerful. Yes. But I'm waiting still on the earrings to finish those other earrings, and I'll probably do a giveaway, honestly, because it's pretty, but it's just not my style. This one, here we go. Like I like that I found a use of it, of this kind of thing. I have we got a couple other ones, right, from the previous boxes. I'm just not into the whole like massive thing around the gem. I'm not into that style. But I'm glad I found a way to make it kind of work, so then I can use up the other ones. But then the earrings that match, pretend I'm holding two. I don't feel like grabbing the other one. The camera's so saturated. It's so much more saturated in person. But so I'm waiting on that, and it says Thursday, but I imagine it's gonna get here sooner. Just because last time they said it would get here Thursday, it got here like Tuesday. The bar on that clasp is so long. Yeah. It seems solid. Yeah. So far it's been good. Oh, and I'm also super glad that I found a use for that swirly thing. This one? The swirly? Alexander thought I actually made it. Like, no, I didn't make this. He's like, oh, I would have changed this and that of this thing. And I'm like, I didn't make it. It came like that. But thanks for thinking that I'm that good. But I try to give it like a little bit of like a waterfall feeling because I had just a little bit of extra chain from that box. So I like this one. I think it came out cute. And I really liked how this was so tiny and so cute. So it's so nice. Thank you. So I've been having fun just, and these are kind of like out of my comfort zone. Like I wouldn't have thought to make some of these. Like this one. Like I wouldn't have thought to make that. I don't even know how I thought to make that. But yeah, so I've been really experimenting lately with the those, and also the bracelets that I did recently too that I shared on Blue Sky. All these guys, the danglies, Ooh, ah. There's that one. Oops, that was my water. And then this one is like heavy danglies, lots of danglies. And then this one, which I'm really happy I used the elephant because I had no idea what to do with the elephant. And it actually looks really nice with all the gold and the red. So it's very pretty, it's just not my style. And actually I made, I think this one. Oh no, I have another bracelet, I didn't finish it yet, but I made the jump rings for that one. Because I ran out. But yeah, the danglies are fun. I'm gonna have to get more jump rings. Oh, you're away. Oh no. But yeah, you can look forward to it when you get back. My mom's been like the same way because she was traveling a lot and she was looking forward to, I was sending her pictures of all my bead stuff and she's like, I can't wait till I get back. No idea what to do with basically all the animal ones. Yeah, the animal ones are tough. That's why feel free to copy any ideas. I honestly don't care if you want to make something like the same. But this I feel like worked out really nice for the elephant because I feel like it's not like screaming in your face kind of thing. So that one I think worked out really well. So I feel like if you use one as like an accent, I think it can kind of work. However, the lion, I'm still not sure about. I gotta figure out the lion for sure. But I feel like it's just because it's I don't know. I feel like if it was a seahorse or something, like I feel like that's easier for me to. I don't know if it's because I'm Floridian, but I feel like if it was an aquatic animal, I have an easier time thinking of what to do with it. But because it's like a lion or an elephant, it's like, what do you do with that? I don't know. Because I was stumped. Me too! My mom, when she first saw it, because she got her box while I was visiting, so I got to see it there. And I was like, and she was like, what am I gonna do? So I'm determined to think of something because I don't want my mom to just like toss it. I'm like, I want to challenge her to do something with it, even if she won't keep it, like if she'll give it away as a gift or something. Because they go to visit my dad's dad quite often, and also my dad's mom quite often, and they're both in like old folks homes, and you could just bring jewelry there. Because I told my mom, because I was trying to think like, oh, what do you do with the jewelry that you make, like, and so some people were saying women's shelters or old folks homes or churches. Like obviously you can just do donation centers, but that sounds fun. Or they'll go to volunteer places like animal shelters and stuff and give it to employees there. And I like that idea. So, but I'm like, you guys go to the old folks home all the time, so I want to see if I can encourage her to make jewelry for the women there. That's not a bad idea. The zodiac, not a bad idea. Also, this is like really washed out. It's a little bit more saturated in person. Oh, I wonder if I can, hold on. I do this. Oh, is that? Oh. No, that's not really the issue. Oh, well. But yeah, so not a bad idea. Thank you for that. But yeah, so I wanted to get my mom to try and challenge herself a little bit more. I'd be like, just try. So I've been sending her a bunch of my artworks that I've done so far, because it's like, try something. Oh, and I did also make the jewelry for the wedding. I'm not showing it on stream, just in case like family members want to be surprised. So I don't want to show it off. But if y'all remind me, I can post it in the Discord later. So that's and then my mom also said that she was, because I was like, do you want to be surprised and see the jewelry that I made for the wedding? And she said she'd rather be surprised, and then she said I get to be surprised too, and I was like, are you making something for Hugh's wedding? It is, y'all don't know him. He's a lifetime family friend that we've had for forever. I kind of consider him like my other brother, just because like we all grew up together, and he's just this awesome person. I'm very excited for him, so very happy he's getting married. All the good stuff. It's supposed to be like a really big, crazy, elegant, expensive wedding. So, ooh. I haven't been to a wedding in a long time. I can't remember the last one I went to. Don't remember. But dresses are picked out, and I also booked an appointment. Apparently you need to book early, so I'm glad I happened to do that. I happened to look into it for getting it. One of the dresses needs to be hemmed and like a little bit fitted, and then all of that. So I think that's this week. So get that started. The wedding's in October, so there's thankfully, hopefully, time and everything for this to be done and work out. And then also, I was talking to my Japanese tutor about all this, and she's like, oh, so what about a purse? Do you have a purse? I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you have the jewelry, you have the dress, you have shoes, which I happen to already have shoes that match perfectly, so that was great. I'm not buying new shoes. I don't wear shoes. But, so she's like, you have to have a purse. And I was like, fuck. She's like, oh, you could just make one, though. I was like, girl. So now my Japanese tutor is like expecting me to make a purse. Like, I don't know if my sewing skills are that well accomplished. Oh, I also just realized there's no black. So I gotta brainstorm how I'm gonna do the fence here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for a purse, because I don't have a purse. I don't really want to buy a purse, because I do have a couple purses that I've just gotten over time, as like gifts and stuff from other people. I never use them. And then I bought that one purse for Halloween because it was from that was at a thrift store, and I had to buy that. It was a cute pumpkin. That was a must buy. Okay, used it as much as I could for October last year. Gonna use it as much as I can for October this year. I know everybody is like, you can use it outside of October, but I want to keep October vibes, you know, kind of around. Maybe I'll do September, but So that's why it's like not a bad idea. Use your beads to make a replacement strap. Because I do have a purse that I use every day, but it's like it's the same purse that I use every day. So I'm wondering, it's like, oh, if I did make a purse, then at least I could design it in a way where it would be practical and I would want to use it. Is a purse. Oh man. He gets to wear like his suits now without like, he, you know, wears his suits all the time normally, and now it's like, oh well, now you're going to a wedding, and he's like, well, now I don't know if I want to wear a suit. Yeah, I want to look up some tutorials on bags and just kind of see what's out there. Man, suits are full of pockets. Ugh. I hate it. I do have a suit actually. I bought it so many years ago for potential job interviews that I only ended up using it once. And when I showed up in a suit, the guy was like, "Why the fuck are you wearing that?" I felt like so awkward. I was like, "I'm never wearing this to a job interview again." So I do have a suit. I wish it was a darker color, but I could probably dye it, maybe. It's like it was like from JCPenney. It was like a cheap suit. But the black suit that they had did not fit me. And this is a gray suit. It's like a light gray. And it fit me much nicer, but I just didn't like the color as much. I wonder if I can dye it. Both your phones and IDs, yeah. You going to work versus me going to fidget spinner reversed? Yes. Exactly. Oh, man. So I have time. Tie-dye suit, yeah. It'll probably end up looking like that because I think I've dyed something once and I tried to dye it black and it came out like a mid-toned gray. So it didn't work out. So I think that was the only time I tried to dye something, and that was like 10 years ago. We need to go to a tailor, not a store. Yeah, we just went for a cheapo once, and my mom went shopping with me. We just picked out one from JCPenney. Maybe one of these days I'll try it on, take a picture, and show y'all. Or maybe one day, like, stream will start and I'm wearing a suit. Can't even get the sleeves over my arms. Yeah, I remember my brother was having, like, not my oldest brother, but the other one. He always had such a hard time, and probably still to this day, really, finding clothes, because he's really tall, but he's also incredibly skinny. So, oh god, it was so hard for him to find any clothes. Because, like, all of the pants, they would be either too big or too short. And he's like this in-between, this like awkward in-between. I keep getting text messages, so I was just checking what's going on. Nothing important. I love a suit, yeah. Maybe I should try mine on. It's been a long time since I've worn it. I don't even know if it still fits me. I should probably try it. Because then I could probably just, you know, donate it if it doesn't fit me anymore. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do some of this first. I skipped over that section. Yeah, I just like never wear a suit. I don't think I only wore it like literally that one time, and then the guy was just like so weirded out of me wearing a suit to the interview. I was like, I'll just wear different nice clothes instead of a suit. I don't know if it's because like I'm a chick in a suit or what, but he was just like really weirded out by that. Just like rude. Or 5'12". 5'12". Or isn't that just 6? Once went to a TJ Maxx and I realized I was actually having fun and and I realized my mom wasn't there. Oh, thank you. To tell me if something is ugly or for her. Yes, right? It makes such a difference to go without your parents. Just, I know! They are! For real. I don't know what that dude's deal was, but I got the job anyway, but I ended up quitting soon after because it sucked. I was like, you don't pay me enough. The struggle is real. Oh, all y'all tall baddies. I'm over here. Short queen. 5'7". 171 centimeters. It was 171, not 170. Alexander's 170. I'm 1 centimeter taller than him. We have a short king and a short queen. Although I think I'm on the taller end, right? Like, what's the average height for women? I don't know. I think it's shorter than that, right? It's probably like 5. Was it like 5'4"? It's super funny because my brother, I think he's 6'1" or 6'2". Not the oldest, but the middle one. And his wife is like 5'2" or 5'3" or something. Is dead average. Okay, so I am taller than average. So not. I'm sorry. I'm not a short queen. I'm a short queen relative to the current conversation. It's 5'8" for men. I feel like so many men that I've come across are like 5'7". I don't know why it's that specific number, but I feel like I've met so many men who are 5'7". I'm like, oh, that's so funny. I'm 5'7" too. And then you go to like Scandinavian countries and they're all like 100 or something. They're so tall over there. Oh, I forgot to color in the other tree. Oops. Here I am doing branches. I haven't even done the other tree, which is gonna be red. Coming to date like, nuh-uh. 0'6'7". So many men lie about their height. Isn't that the thing though? That they add like an inch or two? Like if you're like, what, 5'7" without shoes, and you put on shoes, like you're 5'8" all of a sudden. Oh no! How tall is she? Or how short? That's so funny. I think I was always a little bit taller than like a lot of my friends in like middle and high school. They do that at both ends. You stop this right now. This is why Crayola is never sponsoring me. I hope it's not like annoying that I got this thing in my face. It's just the lamp. I mean, so far for a little doodle thing, the markers have been fine. I'm just nitpicky on the colors. Don't lie about things that the person you're talking to can objectively verify. That's really funny. It's true. It's true. The Tuk Tuk Octopus is in your room. One of the arms. One of them. This thing is so old. I got it. Oh my god. It was like not too long after college. It must have been 2012 or 2013-ish. This is over 10 years ago. It still works. I don't think I've changed the bulbs once. And if I did, then it would have been only once. But I have no memories of changing the bulbs ever. I got it from Joanne. I'm so sad. But it's not like a Joanne brand. I forget the name of the brand. Is it like... I don't know if it's written anywhere, but I've had it for forever. And so like the arm part, there's cracks in the plastic all over it. But it still turns on. It still works. It's, if I bend it a certain way, it still holds its place. So, it's still going strong. So pretty much all of my YouTube videos, if you see me draw traditional art in any of my YouTube videos, this lamp is there. Hold on strong. Once we do the dishes soon, you'll be doing your own dishes. Ooh, think about that. Think about that. That's exciting. I can't get over the fact that this cap is so highlightery. So I keep thinking I'm grabbing the wrong color. Because it comes out not at all like a highlighter. I'm trying to think of how to do the trees behind. If I do the green... Oh, we didn't try making a dark color. Because this brown layering down here doesn't get very dark. Ooh, okay, we didn't try that. Let's try that real quick, because I do need darks right now. We're getting to the spot where I need dark. So let's try purple and brown for classic set. Super good mix. Combination. Do recommend. I almost feel like that lightened it. I almost feel like that looks lighter. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get dark. Maybe the red. Well, it certainly made it red. Okay, that's not the direction we need to go. Alright, so let's try this feller. For now. That cannot be washed there? What? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Alright, and let's try this. Okay, that's like a little bit dark. Just some paper bits. I really would like it to be brown. I feel like the brown lightens it. What the heck? I need a dark green. Alright, we're gonna have to make that work. That's probably the best I'm gonna get. Alright, so these two, I guess, will be my dark green. Alright, back to the artwork. We're gonna do what we can, alright? That's just gonna be how it'll be. I want some stuff in the background, you know? I'll hold off on that. I'll try to add some of this violet blue, and not blue violet for some reason, into the shadows of the tree. See if I can get a darker brown there. Oh wait, this comes kind of down a little bit. Actually, I don't really know why I'm doing texture if I'm going to be going over it with the... It should have been a solid base. My bad. My bad. That's fine. I will try and color over it. We'll make it work. Actually, I want to make that, let that dry for as long as possible, just in case it'll help. Let's try adding some of the violet blue here in the brown. A little bit more of a bolder shadow. Then we can start this one. I feel like it's gonna look so funny with this thing in my face. I keep thinking that. It's so light, it looks way, like, more bold in person. I'll have to take a picture and show y'all so you can kind of get a better idea of what I'm doing and what it looks like. And there's so many branches, oh my god. Just start drawing random lines, I guess. Random nonsensical lines. How are we on time? A minute? Alright, I might go a little bit over today. But if y'all have any other questions or things you'd like to see me try out with these markers, let me know. I might try and do like one other drawing or something just to kind of keep playing around and really get like a good idea of what it's like to use them before I do like final judgments. There we go. Alright. Time for the brown. But I feel like it's kind of that. It's just like these are sort of underwhelming markers, especially the brown. It like almost lightens stuff that it goes over. That's weird. I've just not had that experience before. If you stop streaming. Well, I'm glad that it worked out though. Like, holy god, this morning getting this stuff to work out, such a huge pain in the ass. Music sounds a little bit like Mulan. Bring back some texture here on the floor. And then get some more. I'll try and go fast. Try and go fast. Go, go, go. Say we on my TV too, yeah. Exciting. It looks super weird with this green. I need to. It's probably as dry as it's gonna get. Let's try it. Actually, should I try the brown first just to see what it does with the green? Marker storage ideas. Some short vases, yeah. I don't like that actually. So let's just do this. There's supposed to be a gate. I might cheat and come in with like a black marker or something. Make the gate. That would be my other complaint with this set, then it's really hard to get dark. These are vase for spatulas and things. We just use drawers for us, but my parents use a vase kind of like thing for their spatulas and stuff. What do I want to do? Add a little bit of blue here. Art. You know what? Or I want to reorganize all my art supplies. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to like really consider now how you want things to be laid out. You got a good opportunity. I feel like I lost the texture that I had on the leafy floor, which kind of sucks, but alright, I'm gonna cheat a little bit with some black and get in the fence. I don't even know if this black is gonna work. This black might be too dead. I didn't consider. Alright, we're gonna cheat with a different black tool. My new pen that I already screwed up. There we go, that looks better. There, that kind of added quite a bit, really. Having that fence there, I feel like. I'm trying to help you guys see what it looks more like in person, but it is what it is. Oh, this is the marker pen kind of thing. I got it from Daiso. And I bent it already, but that's because the cap is stupid. I don't think it, yeah, it's too dark, you can't see it. But there's little holes on the side and accidentally stuck it in there and it broke the thing. This is the part of the spirit of this entire stream. Well, deal with it. Alright, I guess that's kind of like the little sketch there. It wasn't bad. I would probably want to do like one more drawing with these to kind of get a better feeling, at least. But we can zoom out. Oh, look at that. Zoom out all the way. So here's all the experimenting that we did with these markers. Let me focus. There we go. So this is the CRAYOLA limited edition collection of markers. I don't know if I'm gonna make this its own separate video. I don't feel like doing YouTube anymore. So you're gonna get, this is it. This is the review. Alright, there's gonna be no dedicated video. Here's the color swatch from the back compared to the paper where they look nothing alike. But there we go. I am underwhelmed. I'm sad. The dandelion was definitely the best color by far. They don't layer great. They're very limited with layering. They gunk up the paper really fast. They blend okay. You can't, did I say you can't get dark? You can't, but you can't like make a dark color. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little sad. Like I'll save these for like studies or like little, you know, background fun things. But otherwise, I would not reach for these for a project. So, disappointing, to say the least. But yeah, so there's that, and then the little autumn thing, little sketch doodle thing. And that's it for these markers. So, I'm open to doing more experiments. For what do y'all want for next week's stream? Do y'all want another Crayola? What else did I have written down? Oh, I have the Artist Loft dupe for Tombow. Yep, I got that sitting right there. And then I also have the Target dupe of Crayola markers. I have the Crayola Neon. I have the Crayola Hobby Tin water-based markers. I have Distress watercolor pencils. So I have a few art supplies that I've never touched yet that we could definitely do. But y'all can let me know. It's not, you don't have to decide right now. But just to think about, those are your options if we want to do another review. Otherwise, I can just do some art or something next week. Who knows? It could be beading. It could be a junk journal. It could be editing stock photos. You never know when you're here at Sam Streams. But yes. I'm so glad it worked out. All the tech issues this morning. Goodness, beads. By then I would get the new beads, so we could do something with beads for sure. But yes, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this little kind of impromptu semi-review, very professionally done unboxing, and definitely a tutorial. I didn't even think about that. I should I have said something about how I'm drawing out? Whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, a good rest of your day, a good week, all the things. Drink water, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye. I have to reach around Dr. Octopus to end the stream. Okay, bye bye.